Solving problems. Yeah, solving problems. Solving problems. That is the skill a programmer actually wants. Solving problem is a skill that you need. I often see people who go into programming to they learn a particular language, be it Java, Python, or whatsoever, or they feel, so language is too complicated. And so I want to learn Python, I want to learn JavaScript, I want to learn this, I want to learn that. And then you try to look for fancy words to describe what actually you would love to do while being a programmer. Forget those buzzy words. The primary skill you need in your boarding process of becoming a software engineer or whatsoever is the ability to actually solve problems. If you don't have the ability to solve problems, or you don't enjoy solving problems, it will be quite difficult for you to actually progress within the tech programming world. And the reason why this is very, very important is due to the nature of you actually enjoying what you do. If you do not enjoy solving problems, being hit by something you do not know, and you have to know it to be able to implement something, to be able to actually find bugs in your code or whatsoever it may be, algorithms, to be able to think by step nature. This is the first thing I need to do, this is the next thing I need to do, and this is the next thing I need to do in order to solve a problem, or in order to tell the computer to do something, will be determined by actually your ability to write good algorithms. Think in stepwise way. And so if you are capable of breaking a problem into steps, think like a computer scientist. Yeah, that's the word. The goal of a computer scientist is actually to solve problems, no matter what the problem may be. There's the question, are problems solvable? Of course they are. There's some problems that are beyond being solvable. Yeah, there might be problems like that, but the goal is for a budding programmer, for a budding web developer, for a budding whatsoever, your ability to think in algorithms, your ability to actually know how to write algorithms after thinking about them is the most important step a programmer can take. So it's not all about the fancy syntax you learn when you learn Python or Java, or the stuff you store in your memory that you can just recall. That is not a fancy part of programming. Actually, for you to be a good programmer, you to be a problem solver. So that is the skill you should aim for as you are starting your building process in programming, or even if you're already a programmer. Now, after you know how to solve problem, which I already say it's a continuous process anyways, it's not just something you end up doing immediately and you do it well. Nah. You should actually couple that with doing something you would enjoy doing, or something that actually catches your attention. You don't want to learn something that you just learn and never use it at all. Come on, you need to think to use the things you learn. And I think that was one of the issues I actually had when I started my programming journey. I ended up learning so much and not implementing those much I've learned. So I just want to say, forget the programming languages you need to learn. If you actually want to be a game developer, go be a game developer. But make sure as you've been a game developer, you're actually learning how to solve problems. You're developing your skill on problem solving. You want to be a web developer? Sure, go. An AI expert? Well, so good, but you need to learn how to solve problems. Yes, there are other skills you may have to learn along the way, like communication, how to use this or how to use that, but your thinking capacity needs to be broadened to learn how to solve issues and what works best for you. And so I will stop this video here, and I want you to go back to the drawing board. If you're just starting on how to program, please, whatsoever programming language you learn, make sure you don't just learn syntaxes, while loops, for loops, conditional statements, object-oriented programming, recursions, or whatsoever there is out there. Kindly learn on how these things work and why they work, and how you can implement them to solve real life problems, to solve real application use. For you to build applications with what you've learned, you need to be a real problem solver. And I wish you well on your journey on becoming a great problem solver, and I think you will really enjoy the journey when you solve problems. So if you've not subscribed yet to the channel, please click on that subscribe button. Like this video if you actually found it useful. So catch you later. Bye for now.